Welcome to another edition of Locking It In with Deb and Pear. I'm Deb.
I'm Pear.
And we're giving you the real estate report for the week ending August 21st, 2021. Rent prices. We've been telling you how rent prices are going up. This is largely because there's not enough inventory of houses to buy, and rent for a single family home increased by 7.5% year over year in June.
But that's not the big story. The big story is, you got it, want me to get it. The big story is there's bidding wars for rent, like there is in the purchase market for home buyers. Rent buyers are having bidding wars with each other.
Yes. And there are as many as maybe 20 people will view one apartment and they will get as many as 10 offers for higher. They'll have competing offers. Some tenants offering to pay higher rent.
If you can believe that.
Yeah. If your rent is higher, you'll never be able to save for a home. And here's another scary thing. There's a new market emerging where builders are building single family homes just for rentals. Single family homes built for rent construction. This means there'll be lower quality housing, maybe smaller, and you will rent this home instead of buy it. The more and more I'm looking at things, it looks like the rental market is becoming Wall Street. It's going to be owned by just a handful of companies who pretty much own all the properties in America.
Yeah, it's turning that way.
It's a little scary. However, there is good news as far as inventory, which seems to be picking up. Existing home sales, this is according to the National Association of Realtors, and they count completed transactions. If you see existing home sales in other statistics, particularly government statistics, they're counting contracts which have been signed and deposits which have been given. They're not counting actually closed transactions. And this is a significant difference, maybe 40%. I don't know what the statistics are now, but it used to be at least 40% of transactions didn't close in real estate. That's
cancel, and then
normal.
The next person up gets the house.
Right. So these statistics can be extremely different. So for existing home sales with completed transactions, which include single family, townhomes, condos, and co-op, they increased 2% between June and July, which is 1.5% up from a year ago, which is good news. The inventory's starting to tick up.
Which means there'll be less bidding wars, hopefully, and more houses available for prospective buyers.
Yes. And most of the sales growth is actually in the upper end markets. There are fewer starter homes available in these markets, but the median home price now for all housing types in July is just under $360,000, which is 18% higher than a year ago.
That's a trend we've been seeing all year.
Yeah. Prices, they're not going to go down, but they should start to level off because inventory is gradually improving. First-time home buyers made up 30% of the sales in July, which is 34% lower.
4% lower
than last year.
4%.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 4% lower than last year.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is probably because the all cash buyers now are the ones able to get the 23% of transactions or 7% more than last year. So whereas first-time home buyers made 4% less of the transactions, all cash sales accounted to 7% more, which is quite telling.
Either second-time home buyers or just plain old investors.
Cash investors.
Cash investors.
Yeah. Now here's another question, and it seems like an obvious one, but it's not entirely obvious because although the rates are still really low, they did go up a little bit. And so a lot fewer applications for refinances were submitted, which seems a little bit silly in this market with the rates so low. I don't know, maybe they're going to wait another week and see if it goes down.
I could tell on Tuesday or Wednesdays when the rates went up. I could tell.
Yeah.
They didn't go up that much. I mean, but they ticked up a little.
Yeah. Apparently, though, it is not creating an uptick in the number of applications for a mortgage. Even though the rates are still low, 50% of existing mortgages out there that could benefit from a lower rate by about a half a point.
Oh yeah, a lot of people haven't refinanced for different reasons. If they're at the end of their loan, they're not going to refinance. I mean,
yeah, I don't think that's generally who's refinancing.
it's generally who's not refinancing.
Right. But we're talking about just the average. And it could be that many of the people who have already refinanced, there's a lot of them have, and there's fewer people refinancing now.
I haven't seen a drop in that though. I have not seen a drop.
Listen to this.
Oh yes.
Some of you want to pay your mortgage in cryptocurrency, and I've always said it's pretty useless if I can't pay my mortgage with it. It's like barter. I can barter all I want, but I still have to pay the mortgage, and I need real cash for that.
The news is my biggest investor, the lender that I do the most business with, is planning on starting accepting Bitcoin payments for your mortgage. Is it the third quarter or the fourth quarter?
They're hopefully in the third quarter are going to execute on the Bitcoin as a cryptocurrency. And hopefully by the end of the year, they will have other cryptocurrencies as an option as well.
That's my number one investor.
And this will be
number one investor,
the first in the country to do this.
Well, they're a big lender. They're
like the second largest.
Number two, yeah, number two or something.
Yeah.
Behind Rocket Mortgage.
My favorite company. These rental applications, the multiple rentals, the bidding wars among renters, the rental applications are coming from buyers with stronger credit and
obviously more income,
a better ability to obviously put more money down on the security deposit as well as pay more rent. And their credit score is a lot higher than in the past. If you're a renter, you're likely going to experience your rent going up soon, or you will be told you have to move. And when the owner sells the property, the rent will double.
So here's the trend. People are renting with higher credit scores, but people are buying with lower credit scores. And with my company, we can get in as low as 500 credit score, but it's with credit like that, it's really hard to get into a home. But I do have a couple borrowers with like in the 540 range, 540 plus range credit score that are buying homes, that are getting in.
It helps if you have a down payment of some sort.
It's required at that level.
And right now, the only reason maybe they can qualify is because the rates are so low.
That helps everybody. The rates for someone with a 540 credit score are higher than the rates for someone with a 620 or better credit score, 640 or better credit score.
Right.
We're not looking at the traditional really lowest rates possible for people in that situation.
I'm a little concerned about the future of the rental market. I'm not sure where it's going. It doesn't seem like it could be sustainable with the rent going up so much. Certainly wages aren't going up that much that I've seen. Mine haven't.
Mine have.
Yeah, you're riding this wave of low mortgage rates. I'm riding the low inventory wave. I'm a realtor. That wraps up our real estate report for the week ending August 21st, 2021.
Thank you.
See you all next week.
We'll see you later.